Hi, I'm Will.
And I'm Risa, and this is Talent Talk.
On today's show, we have acclaimed artist, the one and only KALIE SHORR. But before we get to our interview with her,
you have to take a sneak peek at this amazing video for her single, Lullaby.
I don't wanna chain smoke cigarettes by myself anymore. Don't wanna drink whiskey out of the bottle on the bathroom floor. And I don't wanna hate somebody I barely know just for loving you. Because if I'm honest, I get it. Once upon a time I did too. This is the sound of letting it go, of learning to sleep when you're sleeping alone, of figuring out how to love when you don't. Yeah. I'm gonna scream and I'm gonna cry, but tonight I won't need the hallway light. I'm singing one last lullaby and I'm putting this to bed. That's left of what we were. I lit a few Mother Mary candles that I stole from a Catholic church. I let it be, I let it burn, let it go just like us. I said a prayer, I sang a song, and I think Jesus heard me, 'cause this is the sound of letting it go, of learning to sleep when you're sleeping alone, of figuring out how to love when you don't. Yeah.
well, hello, KALIE SHORR. It is so great to have you on Talent Talk, along with my better half, Risa Binder. So nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
Listen, we want to get to question number one with my better half, Risa Binder.
KALIE, yay! Thank you for being here. You're amazing, and I think possibly we might have arrived in Nashville around the same time. And I've seen you perform a couple times. And my question, I have so many questions, but I feel like when I hear your songs, I'm literally listening to your diary. You're very real and very raw, and I just kind of want to know what your writing process is. Do you start with a title? Do you start with nothing? Let me know.
Yeah, it's that's my favorite thing about it, is that it's different every time.
Yeah.
I have ADHD, and I was literally listening to a podcast before this about like hating routine and despising routine, and like how to like overcome that and whatnot. And I think that's why songwriting can hold my attention, because it's like just different every time. You never know what you're going to walk away with. Sometimes that's not a good thing, but most of the time it's a good thing. But I do typically find that lyrics come to me first. It's very rare that I get a melody idea before I get the lyric. But one of my favorite things recently to do has been to come up with like the concept, but not really the title or like the witty thing you say at the end of the chorus, the hook. Just like know what you want to write about, whether it's like a situation or just an idea. And then just writing the verses and then seeing where you wind up. And I've stumbled across some of the best like hooks I've ever done by coming up with them in the room. Like one of my favorite songs I've ever written is called Escape. And originally it was like going to be called Family Tree or something. And as we were writing it, I was like, let's just like not get too far into the chorus. And so we wrote it, and we got the line, everybody needs an escape, and mine was leaving. And when we said it, we were like, oh my God. And so it's just like, it's like, feels like you're like mining for gold or diamonds or something. And then when you find one, it's like, you want to have a little dance party.
And I love that. Kaylee, and I also love this whole notion of finding almost a concept or North Star for a song. And one
Yes.
that is so clear and so resonant and so beautiful, not only the song, but the music video that the audience got a little sneak peek of, was for Lullaby. Talk to me a little bit about the impetus behind not only writing that song, but the music video. And I just want to let the audience know, if they don't know already, in 2019, your debut album was lauded by all of the major publications, from Variety to the New York Times, putting it on #7. You know, I don't know, alongside up and comers like Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, Lana Del Rey. Talk to me a little bit about Lullaby, the music video, and the impetus for writing the song.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite music videos I've ever done. It's a bunch of me and my real life friends skating around, like skateboarding and breaking into a mattress store, which we asked permission to do ahead of time, but like we just got to like destroy this abandoned mattress store and jump all over and drink wine, and like everything that's happening in the music video was like, oh, and there's a scene in it where I'm reading out loud a piece of paper and then I set it on fire, and that's an actual letter that my ex-boyfriend wrote to me. So like it is it's method acting, I suppose. But that song came to me, I was having a particularly hard time after I went through this 6-year breakup, and it was pretty quickly after it happened, and I was just had been living in it for a little bit too long. Like, you know, you have the immediate aftermath of the breakup, and I found that I was staying in that like part of the grieving process for too long. And I came home and I was really drunk one night and I just was not feeling great, and I sat down at my piano and I wrote the chorus, and I brought it into a write about a month later, and we finished it, and it was one of the first songs I wrote for Open Book that like really showed me the direction of where the project was going. And it's very inspired by Third Eye Blind, which is one of my favorite bands, and we tried to capture the energy of their songs because I just recently, right before we wrote the song, I'd gone and seen them play at a festival in Pasadena, and I was just so inspired. So it was like a bunch of different things, and it was like a month-long process to even get the song like written, but it was very cool.
That's amazing,
That is-
Kaylee. And Kaylee,
That is so fun.
I want to
Go
follow up with the other quick question, in that, you know, I also just love your vibe. There's a nostalgia factor to you, yet it's also very 21st century, and I can't put my finger on it, so I need you to help me out here. I feel like when I'm listening to your stuff, I'm older than you, God bless America, but you know, you're giving me like old school 90 vibes, but also 21st century, very specific, not unapologetic, badass boss lady, KALIE SHORR vibes. Talk to me about this fusion that's going on that I am feeling, and that I know millions others are feeling as well.
Yeah, so I mean, I just have always been most inspired by singer-songwriters, specifically female singer-songwriters, just because I related a lot more to their stories. And so growing up, that was just all I really cared about, was a song. I didn't assess genre too much. And the year 2000 was the first year I remember like being like musically sentient, like remembering songs, deciding I liked them, making mix CDs, having my older sister do it for me. Like, and in the year 2000, Faith Hill was on pop radio, and Shania Twain was on pop radio, and the chicks were everywhere. And so I just heard these female singer-songwriters, and I was listening to them alongside like Liz Phair, and I loved Alison Krauss. I probably taught myself to singing Alison Krauss and Lisa Loeb, and I feel like you can tell. But I just was like obsessed with that. And so as time went on and I started to choose a route, like I literally was trying to decide if I wanted to move to LA or Nashville after high school. And I was thinking about it, and I like got a quarter when I was giving somebody change at the pizza shop I worked at, and it was a Tennessee coin, and I was like, okay, which is a very small like signal, but I took it to mean a lot, and I think that was probably the right choice for sure. But as I was like going to Nashville, I was like, you know, I don't necessarily feel like I'm country, but I don't feel like I'm not country. And at that time in 2013, Sheryl Crow was doing a country record. Michelle Branch was doing a country record. She had the Wreckers and her solo one. And so those female songwriters that I loved, Jewel did a country record. And so they were kind of transitioning as guitars phased out of pop radio. They sort of started coming over to the country Americana side. And so I just like was like, well, this makes sense for me. And so, but it's all really just rooted in like singer-songwriters and guitars. It's my two favorite things.
That's amazing. Well, listen, before we ask any other questions, we have one in particular. KALIE Shorr, are you ready for game time?
I'm so excited.
Well, KALIE Shorr, today is your lucky day because today's game is the questions game. And Risa has our questions book in Nashville. Risa, I can't seem to find mine in New York. I misplaced
I need to
months
send you.
ago.
When I'm there next week, I'll bring you one. I'll bring you one.
Oh my God, my heart. Okay, back to you, KALIE. Risa,
Okay.
take it away, my love, with the rules of the game.
This is so fun because we get to know a little bit more about you through it. So basically, it's so simple. Just maybe one or two numbers that are significant to you, and you have between like 0 to 300, basically.
Okay.
Is there a number that stands out?
Let's do 27 and 117.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 27. Oh,
I love that.
All right.
Rita, I don't think we've ever had those numbers.
I know these are both very good. Some people say the same, but yours are different. What is the significance of 27? Can I ask?
27. Well, that's the year that that's how old my father's told me he was since I was born. So he's like in his 70s and he still tells everybody he's 27.
Wait, I love that. Your dad is so fucking funny. I love
He's hilarious. He also writes himself in when he votes for president, even though he's an immigrant and like literally couldn't be president. And I'm just like, Dad.
I love him. I love him. Oh my God.
Boldly chase after your dreams. But so his birthday's on the 27th. Both my sister's birthdays are on the 27th. I'm 27 now, but it was always his lucky number. And then my birthday is July 11th. And I just didn't want to do like 7 and 27 because I feel like we needed to explore the later end of the questions book. So I flipped it.
By the way, KALIE Shorr, one of my two Malteses, Bella, born on 7/11.
Stop it.
What?
Oh my God, I love that.
It's a lucky number, baby.
So I was born on 7/11. I weighed 7/11 at 107 next door to a 7-Eleven.
What?
I'm not there yet. You win.
I know.
KALIE,
I know.
you win. I think KALIE, you already won the game.
Well, listen,
So like there is some significance, yeah.
Absolutely. And this is question 27. It says, you're given a free vacation. Oh, okay. You're given a free vacation, but you can only use one adjective to describe the kind of vacation you'd like to take. So what word would you say to a travel agent? I'd like to take a kind of vacation.
Oh, that's so only one adjective?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so bad at narrowing things down. I'm like visualizing this. I'm just trying to be a thesaurus and find the perfect word. Because like adventurous could go wrong really quickly. Urban could go wrong really quickly. Oh, probably historical. I feel like that would be good.
Well,
you know? Yeah, you know, you'd probably end up somewhere in Europe and like, I don't know, like Greece or something like that. It's like historical. You can't go wrong.
I want to join you for that because there's so many places I need to see. And the second one you said was 117. 17. Okay, I turned right to it. What? Okay.
Woo.
Weird. Okay. It says, what did you pretend to like when you were a kid so you could fit in? That's interesting.
Oh, but that is such a thing you do. What did I pretend to like? That's so funny. It was never really music because I liked all kinds of music. Like I went through rap phases and Britney Spears bubblegum pop phases and all that. Oh, probably sports. Like I felt pressured to like attempt sports and I found one I liked, which was field hockey, but I played on the basketball team in elementary school and I ran so bizarrely that my nickname on the basketball team was Prancing Pony, which is not fun to be called that in 5th grade. It was very traumatic for me and I just like...
I'm going to join you in the trauma. I could not stand like PE and things like that just because it just is not my... What about you, Will? I mean, I did not play sports.
I mean, I was a freak of nature. I have to say, I was like a weird, like, my twin brother and I, like, we ran like varsity cross country in like 7th grade. We were freaks of nature.
I don't think
I was a weird athlete, like tennis, running, but Prancing Pony, I mean, like, I could see you, KALIE, giving like your badass boss lady take on that with like a wing. as I direct your next song and music video, I could see you doing a song about that.
Oh yeah. I feel like I should probably put this in a music video someday because it's so absurd. But in 5th grade as well, in PE, we played volleyball a lot.
Yeah.
And I was really bad at volleyball. It hurt my forearms. I didn't like having to do that. And I would frequently get hit in the head. And I think it's because people were aiming for my head. It was a bad time. So I went to, like, I told my mom about how much I was getting hit in the head and how I was concerned that, like, something bad might happen. And so she told my principal, she's like, this happening with Kaylee in gym class, and I just wanted to be able to, like, go do something other than volleyball. But instead, I was told to wear a helmet. So I had to wear a helmet in PE class whenever we played volleyball, which was, like, every day.
Wait, that
actually would be an awesome music video.
Right?
But I think then to yes and it, you like stepping into your power of that moment, and as they're like trying to slam it at you with your helmet, yeah, right, you headbutt it back and it comes back 10 times as fast to them and you win.
It would be my redemption moment. It would be amazing.
Yes. I would bedazzle your helmet. I think it would probably have like a lightning strike on it.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
With like the KALIE SHORR brand on it.
We're gonna go there. I don't know. So Kaylee, this seems to be kind of like a theme on our show. So I just kind of want to ask you as well, like, do you find that songwriting and performing is therapy for you?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I very frequently get song ideas from things I've talked about in therapy. And like sometimes I'll be talking to my therapist and she'll say something and I'll be like, hold on 1 second. I have to like type it in my phone to write about later. But yeah, I mean, especially as I moved towards my album Open Book and was evolving as an artist, I definitely found that writing from an autobiographical standpoint just helped me through one of the worst years of my life. And there's something really beautiful about taking complex situations and like distilling them down and being able to hear a story in 3 minutes and simplify it for yourself and listen back and be like, okay, this is manageable. I could fit it into 3 minutes. It is not the end of the world. And I just wrote a song about it and now I can just sing it. People relate and I'm fine.
I love that. I don't think I've heard it. I've heard it that way. That's exactly what it is. The distilling. I love that.
Yeah, like whiskey.
Just like whiskey. And where is mine? Would you do us the honor of just playing us out with something, anything, and let us know what you choose?
Yeah, I would love to. So this is off my EP that I released in August. It's called Love Child, and it's literally just the story of my life, and every word is true, and it's just about growing up. And whenever I introduce a song, I'm like, well, you should just listen to the lyrics because everything I'm going to tell you is in the song. So it's just a really good way to get to know me really fast. So. Daddy came here on a boat. My mama came here on a plane. I got here by accident, but God doesn't make mistakes. He had something always lit up in his left hand. She was dragging around Jesus' guilt. 7 half brothers and sisters with our glasses all half filled. I was a flower coming up through the pavement, like a sad song ending in an amen. I'm a wild, wild love child, looking for wild love. 1975 on speed, dialing rumors in my blood. I was the messenger and the black sheep, a lone wolf somewhere in between the soundtrack and the movie of a wild, wild love child.
I would just listen to that all day
gosh.
long. It is so
Thank you.
It's
beautiful.
like-
I
it's
don't
like
know about you.
Go
Will,
ahead,
I
Risa.
just-
Go, my
I'm
love.
sorry. I just get pulled into you because
Yeah.
you have such a gift, and I just get sucked into your world. You can create a world.
Thank
and
you.
do. So go ahead, Will. Sorry.
No, it's like a meditation. I feel like
Mhm.
music's like a meditation on life, love, loss, trauma, positivity, perseverance, stepping into one's power. And you have a gift, Kaylee. You've obviously done the work as a human and an artist to be able to act as a vessel to emotion that is both transcendent and universal. And I'm blown away by you. I'm
Mm.
I'm blown away
truly
by you. I
blown.
can't believe you didn't rehearse that speech. That was so good.
Isn't it great?
I feel like I can do anything. Like I have a write after this and I'm going to be like, Will just pumped me up so much.
Yes.
Thank
Risa
you.
knows me. When I go into my like little like moments, I become very, why I became a director, frankly. I loved
Yeah.
performing all my life, but I feel like my gut instinct with artists comes across extremely clear in my unapologetic truth. You were given a gift from generations, but you were meant to hold the baton of hundreds of years of family. And the way that you're able to capture it through your voice now it's needed now more than ever, my love.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank you so much.
isn't he
Oh.
incredible? He can read people so well. You really can. Well,
Listen, I just try to remain open. Kaylee, you are an incredible artist, incredible human. I know I speak on behalf of both Risa and myself. Thank you so much for joining us today on Talent Talk, and we cannot
Thank
wait
you.
till the next time we get to speak with.
Thank
Yes.
you guys so much. I really appreciate it.